Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be demoing the new Beautycounter Lid Glow Shadows, and this is going to be a voiceover today just because I actually shot this video months ago when I got to try them before they were even launched. So Beautycounter used this for some marketing promotions, but now I'm going to get to share it publicly with everyone, so I'm so excited. You'll see me using this lightest shade first, and a big tip I have for cream shadows is to use a synthetic bristle brush like the one I'm using here from Real Techniques, because synthetic bristle brushes work best with cream products because the brush doesn't absorb it as much as if it was a traditional regular hair brush. I'm using that light shade up on the brow bone. That's going to just create a little bit of highlight and just kind of give the look a more polished and professional blown out look when I add the other shades. And for this look, I am going to be trying to focus from lightest to darkest first, just because when you're layering these shades, going from lightest to darkest works best for the brush as well, because you're not going to be switching from a dark color to a light color, and then it kind of can get a little muddy. So you can see it just gives me a little bit of a sheen on the brow bone. And then from there, I'm going to take this bronzy color, which will do the majority of the look, honestly. I really love this one. This is a great kind of one and done shade for those of you with medium skin tones and brown eyes or green eyes. Actually, any color eyes could really do this bronzy color. It's really flattering. So I'm going to pop this color through the crease and mostly on the lid as well, because this brown color is also going to serve a little bit as a transition color. So the transition color is something that would go right on your crease to create a little bit of depth and dimension on the eye. It can make the eye look bigger, more awake. You can even tell, compared to one eye to the other, the eye that had the bronze color on first looked a little bit more, I don't know, bigger. Kind of just opens up the eye a little bit. So creates a little bit more, like I said, depth and dimension. So just using that same brush to blend it all through. I go in with really light applications to start. You're not seeing it here, but I actually apply the color on the back of my palm before I go into the brush. So I swipe it a little bit on the back of my palm, pick it up with the brush, and then buff it onto the lid, and then add more as I need to. But look how pretty that looks. And then I think I go in with the next color ready. Let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, I forgot. I did use a little bit of eyeliner. So this is the Beautycounter eyeliner in, I think I used black actually, yeah. So I'm putting a little bit of the black Beautycounter eyeliner just at the lash line. This is going to create some fullness to make the lashes look thicker. It's going to also just give some definition at the lash line, which is what's going to make the look just a little more smoky and a little more, I guess, dramatic. So from there, I'm taking a little angled brush from MAC, actually, and I'm just going to buff and blend that eyeliner out so it's really smoky and blended in and just kind of has a more slept in look and not so obvious that I have eyeliner on. It's just going to kind of blend right into the shadow really nicely. Adding a little bit on the lower lash line. I try to just keep my eyeliner on the lower lash line in the outer half. For my eye shape, it just is more flattering. I'm adding a little bit on the inner waterline, but mostly it's going to stay on the outer half, and you'll see me doing the same thing, blending it in, softening the harshness so it just kind of looks like it's melted right into my lash line, and again, creating a thicker lash look. That's really the goal of eyeliner, is to make the lashes look thicker and bolder. So super pretty, and kind of winged it out a little bit there. Gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Just adding a little line. Doesn't have to be a perfect line. It could be a pretty sloppy, because you're going to go back in with a brush and blend it in and buff it out and wing it out a little bit. So this brush, guys, I've actually had this MAC brush since, I want to say, probably 2012. MAC brushes are not cheap, but they do last a long time, and they're super, super high quality. And I actually can't find a brush I like more for eyeliner if I'm going in with a gel liner or a liquid liner or even a pencil like this. That MAC brush is just my favorite, and I'm actually not sure if they make it anymore. I think it's the MAC 236. I'll have to link it below if you're watching this on YouTube. Doing the same thing on the bottom there, just winging it out, connecting the bottom to the top so it really has that like snatched, foxy cat eye look. And now I'm going back in with that bronzy color to just build up a little bit more of the shade on my lid, because I did a very light wash at first. Now I'm, putting it on the back of my hand, picking it up with a smaller brush. This is still a Real Techniques brush, but it's a little bit of a smaller shape. And patting that right lightly, very lightly. I'm using a very light hand with this brush. And just patting it right over the top to add a little bit more of that shimmer, build up that pigment a little bit more once I put the eyeliner on. It looks so pretty. It just catches the light so nicely. So it's important to always reevaluate as you go. And then I just pull it down on the lower lash line as well so it looks cohesive and that it was, you know, meant to be that way. Kind of when you're doing lower lash line eyeliner and things like that, it is important to kind of pull whatever eyeshadow you're using on the top, on the bottom as well, so it just looks like it's, you know, goes together. And then I take the darkest shade. This is like a chocolatey charcoal. And this is what's going to kind of do like the definition on the outer half of the eye and really kind of give this look a little bit more of a smoky effect. So I'm going to take that eyeliner color again and kind of use this shade as an eyeliner, but it's just going to kind of smoke things out a little more. And it has that pretty little shimmer bit to it. So it's just going to pick up the light really nicely and make everything look super soft and smoky. And I don't know, I just felt like this last step really kind of pulled the look together and just made it look like, I don't know, a very bronzy, chocolatey, golden goddess look, I guess. You can see like that added touch, it opens the eye up a little bit more because the shimmer kind of picks up the sparkles. Doing the same thing on the other eye. I try not to pull my lids too much because we don't want to damage the skin, but a little gentle tug here and there isn't going to hurt. Keeping it on the outer half of the lower lash line for me kind of gives me that almond, foxy, snatched look on my eyes when they're open. And then I have this really light shade that I use on the brow bone again. I'm going to take that and just pop that in the inner corner, I believe, for a little brightness, because we got that dark, you know, charcoaly chocolate brown at the lash line. And for me, I like to put a little bit of shimmery in the inner corner to kind of open up and give a little bit of brightness to the inner corners. Just tap that in with my ring finger. You can see immediately. Just kind of gives a little bit of youth to the eyes. If you look at kids, they have really bright inner corners. It's just so like well rested, you know? So putting a little bit of a light color in your inner corner kind of gives you that youth back and makes you look a little bit less tired. And from there, I'm just going to pop on the old Beautycounter mascara. There is a new Beautycounter mascara coming soon, so I'm so excited to share that with you guys. But back when I shot this video, this was the former Beautycounter Volumizing Mascara. I'll be totally honest, it's not my favorite formula, but I wanted to keep the look consistent with the brand, so I was using this one today. I really, really layered it up a lot. I don't even know if I shot it when I did this, but I definitely went in with like 3 coats of this mascara to build up the volume that I wanted from this formula, but you guys are not going to have to do that with the new formula. It is impressive and amazing. So excited for everybody to get a chance to try the new Beautycounter mascara coming out in August. It's incredible. So popping a little bit on the lower lash line. All right, guys, that is the look. I kept it really light and easy. I didn't want it to look too intimidating or dramatic, but it is a little bit more of a smoky look. However, the shades that are available, there are 10 shades available. They can take you from something much more simple than this to something much more dramatic, depending on what your preference is. So I love them. I hope you do too. Let's finish up with a little lippy. I always go for Beautycounter Petal. Finish up with a little nude gloss in Bare Shimmer. All right, that is my final look, smoky glam. Okie dokie, guys, that completes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new, and I can't wait for you to try these shadows and let me know what you think. I really enjoyed them and hope you do too. Bye.